In today's video, I'm going to show you how to take 4 remotes and combine them all into the one to rule them all. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome to Tech with Brett, where I help tech work for you. If this is your first time here on my channel and you love learning about all kinds of smart home products that will change your life, make sure you hit the subscribe button below because that's what this channel is all about. So today we're going to solve a big problem that I've had for a long time, is having too many remotes in the main entertainment room. That's this room right here. Over on the TV, we have a receiver set up. We got that big Samsung TV. We have a Fire TV dongle, and then we have a Android TV and even a Wii U. And if anyone tries to use this TV, they have no idea what to do because I have way too many remotes. But we're gonna solve that using the Logitech Harmony Smart Control. So this has a hub that will allow you to control all kinds of devices just by sending out infrared signals to your other devices, as well as using an IR blaster. And then you have one remote that is able to control all those devices in one. So let's get it set up and show you how it works. Now here in the box of the Harmony Smart Control, first we have the Harmony Hub. Then here we have the Harmony Remote. And I think you do need to put in the battery. You just pop off the bottom here and you can place the battery in. And then it also comes with a micro USB charging cable, as well as a power cable for the Harmony Hub. And then it comes with a IR blaster that has a really long cable so that you can get to a device that it may not be able to reach just with the hub. So now we need to plug in the Harmony Hub and wait 30 seconds for it to get powered up. And then we're gonna go head into the app to get this all set up. The very first thing I'm gonna do is go through and take a picture of all the components that I'm going to be connecting today, just so that I have them on record and I don't have to keep going back and forth. Here on the back, you have a power reset button, the USB port, and then 2 IR blaster ports. One tip I have on making sure your entertainment center is working properly is to have clean cable management. It is vital to having the best entertainment experience possible. So here I'm going to place the IR blaster in front of my receiver because there is a barrier between these different cabinet slots. And then I'm just going to plug in the Harmony Hub and it will sit right here. It's mainly going to be controlling the Blu-ray player in here, and I guess it will control the Samsung TV as well. Now that we have the Harmony Hub plugged in, it is flashing a red light on the front, and we're going to go into the Harmony app. So make sure that you're connected to your Wi-Fi just to make sure everything's going to work well. And then here we're going to open Harmony, and then here it says set up a new hub. So we're going to select that. It does need to know your home's location, and then here it will run you through step by step what you need to do. So there it scanned my networks. Here it found my 2.4 gigahertz network. Then I need to enter the password. Now it will go through the process of connecting the hub directly to my Wi-Fi so that I don't need to have my phone nearby to be able to control it. And now you will need to create an account with Logitech. So I'm just going to set one up here. And then here I received a software update. It just took a few minutes to complete. All right, it has finished updating the remote, so now we're going to get to know a few things. So here we can learn more about the remote. It uses RF signals to be able to send things to the hub, so it will work through cabinet doors and other obstacles. So here we learn a little bit more about the Harmony Hub. It uses IR to control devices, and it will also use Bluetooth to control like your PlayStation or your Nintendo Wii and PC and computers. And then here it talks about some of the best places you might want to put the hub for the best experience. So here we have the IR mini blaster, so you connect this to the back of the device and then it is able to control another IR device which the hub cannot reach. And then just like I did with my receiver, I moved it onto the other side of the cabinet so it could be reached. All right, next we're gonna go to the next setup. So I don't already own a Harmony remote. You could transfer what you've already set up, but here I'm going to select Set Up New. And then we can also add certain devices that we already have in our home that are connected to our accounts right to the Harmony Hub so that you can control them as well. So on my network, it also found my LifeX bulbs, my Amazon Fire TV, Chromecast, as well as Nexus Player. The Chromecast is a different room as well as the LifeX, so we're not going to control those here. We're just going to select those two and select Next. Here it added those devices, and if I want to add any more, I would just select Add Device. And here we're going to add a entertainment device, and we're going to add the TV. Once the TV was done, I then went in and added my Blu-ray player, the receiver, and I was able to even add my Wii U. So first I'm going to go through and add all of the entertainment devices, and then I'm going to go through and add any of the extra home control devices that I want. So you could add your Philips Hue, your Nest thermostat, SmartThings, all of these different products here. You can also add your computer if you want, Windows, Mac, and other, and then you could just scan for Wi-Fi devices like it did at the beginning. So I think I've added pretty much everything I want to control right now. So I'm going to go back, and we've added everything that I have set up here on this TV, and then I'm just going to select next. So here it says you may need to reposition your hub and mini blasters to ensure they reach all your IR connected devices. And then here it mentions if you have the hub inside a cabinet like we do here, you may want to position the IR blaster outside so that it can control those devices. So now I'm going to go through and make sure all the components work. So here if I press receiver off, it turned off, turned back on. Here let's try the Samsung Blu-ray player. Need to press on. And there it turned on, and it actually turned on the TV at the same time. And now here, let's try the Samsung TV, turning it off. And there it turned off. So everything is working properly. I don't need to go through the fix setup. So here we're going to create a watch activity. So let's say I want to watch Blu-ray. It would automatically turn on all the components it needs. Or I want to watch the Fire TV. It will do all that. So the first activity I'm going to create is, let's say we want to watch Amazon Fire TV. So I'm going to set up where it has the TV, Fire TV, and the receiver. So now it says make sure that your Fire TV is turned on. Then we're going to go through. It says that it's powering on the Samsung TV, Fire TV, and the Onkyo receiver is on. So all my devices are currently on. And then we want to make sure that we change the correct input on the TV. So here on the TV, we are currently on HDMI input 1. You can see it says it up there on the TV. And then here on the receiver, we are going to go to aux. And we go done. Are you able to hear and see the TV? Yes. All right, let's test it out. So there my TV turned on, went to the correct input, my receiver turned on as well, and is on the right input, so yes, it worked correctly. So now we could add some of our favorite channels, but we're just going to skip that for now. We don't typically actually watch over-the-air TV on here. So now I'm going to go through and add my Nexus player. So before you do this, you may want to go through and double check what inputs and what devices are connected to each other. Okay, so that is the correct HDMI. Go through, select an input on the receiver. All of my inputs are actually aux because it's just coming right out of the TV through an optical cable into the receiver. Select next, and now we're going to test it out. All right, so here it asks if we hear sound. We could play that, test the sound, and now it's actually going to pair the Harmony remote with our actual Nexus player so that I could control my Android TV right from the remote. So then I'm going to long press the bottom of my Nexus player. So depending on what device you have, it may be different, but the Harmony Hub has been programmed to know all of these different things. So here I'm going to say Harmony Nexus Player Controller. So I'm going to select OK with my original remote. And then over here on my phone, it says that the Harmony Hub is now successfully paired. So over here on the TV, you can see that when I'm using the Harmony remote, I can press the buttons, and just like using the original remote, everything is working. Pretty cool. So I went through and added my Wii U as well as my Blu-ray player to a different action. So now if I want to change any of these, I can go back in, and on the Amazon Fire TV, I don't want to say watch TV, I want to watch a movie. So we're going to select the Amazon icon and say watch movie. Done. And then when you go in here, you have a bunch of different other options. So here it's already created these sequences that it will do to turn on and off different items. And you can also come in here and automatically set a time where it's going to do that. So let's say we want to create an activity so it turns off every single day at a certain time. So let's go into the schedule here, and I'm going to go into start. I'm going to say I will actually start it up, and then we're going to go next, and then I'm going to do end. So end is when it would turn off the activity, and I'm going to set the time, and I'm going to set it to 11 o'clock at night. Let's just say that maybe we forget to turn it off. There, I'm going to have it turn off at 11 p.m. And then I'm going to do that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I think that's good. The weekend we may be using it at that time. So there we go. It is now scheduled that, so it will automatically turn off. And here I could select a keyboard function. So select the device you want to use when the keyboard is on for Watch TV. So we want to use the keyboard for the Amazon Fire TV. So now it is running through the instructions on how we would pair our Fire TV to the Harmony Hub. So on the TV, I'm going to go into Settings. I'm going to go down here into Controllers. Then I'm going to go to Other Bluetooth Devices. Add a Bluetooth device. Here it says Harmony Keyboard. And then you can see on the app that it is doing its magic and pairing them together. And there it has been successfully paired. We can go next. And there we go. We have all of that set up. So now I could go through and adjust any of these that I want to. I do have one more activity. Let's say I do want to actually watch TV. So here we're going to say watch smart TV. So this is just going to control my TV and my receiver because that's where I play the volume. All those devices are on. And then let's select the input, which would be TV. Now that I have all my different activities set up, I'm going to go to the next menu here, and here it will teach you how to use the Harmony remote to launch your different activities. So here we have the activity launch button. So up here at the top, we have 3 different activities, and we can set them to do a short press and a long press. So let's say when we short press the music button, it's going to watch TV. Let's change the long press to watch Blu-ray. So let's have the short press be Nexus player, and then down here the long press, let's change it to the Wii U, and then here the short press would be to watch a movie, and then here we have the long press, which can be the watch smart TV again. And you can add the same one to multiple actions as well. There's no way to just choose a blank action. So you can have up to 6 total, which is pretty cool. So now that we've set that up, we're going to select next, and then setup using your Harmony app is now complete. Both the Harmony app and the remote can now control your devices. So you can actually use the phone app, or you can use the Harmony remote right here. So your devices will now be powered off. So when I select exit, it's going to automatically turn off all of those devices. And I did shut the cabinets to make sure everything is still working. Now it has completed everything. We have all of our different activities right here on the main page. If I wanted to watch a movie, I could just tap on it and it will watch a movie, and it takes me right into the Amazon Fire TV. Now here on the screen, we have our options, so I can scroll up and down and go left and right. So at first it tried to control my Samsung TV, but now when I select this, it will be the Amazon Fire remote that I'm actually controlling. So we have all the different tabs there that we can go in. And then if we want to use our remote as well, we can do that. So I can go down and I can control everything with this remote. And there we have a bunch of different actions there. So then if we go back, we could choose a different activity, and then we can also see all of our devices and control them individually. And then up here in the menu, we do have a bunch of different options. So we can fix anything that's wrong. We could power off watch movie, so we could turn everything off. Change hubs, we could set a sleep timer, edit and reset, go to the Harmony setup, Harmony upgrade, as well as different app settings. So here we can turn on notifications. You can actually pull down the notification tray, and right here you can jump between your different actions. So if I want to jump in and watch a movie, I just tap that, and it would automatically turn on the TV, the receiver, and my Blu-ray player all in one. Auto disc lock is disabled. We could dim the screen while we're watching a movie or when we're just sitting there. And then here we have haptic feedback enabled. So now let's try a few different things over here on the remote. So let's say we wanted to watch Wii. So if I long press this middle button, it should change the activity, and there it's notifying me on the phone itself. So now it looks like on the Wii, I can even control and go to different settings with the Harmony remote, which is pretty cool. So that started right up. Let's go to the Nexus player just by pressing that button once. And now you'll see again on the phone, it is switching input. All right, and now it is using the Nexus player, and I can use this to go through and find anything to watch. So there are a lot of different options right on the remote. You have numbers, volume control, so anytime I change the volume, that's actually changing it right on my receiver, which is really nice. I have channel up and down, control, okay. Here I have a mute option, back, and then when I'm completely done, all I need to do is press the off button up here on the top, and it will automatically turn off everything. TV, receiver, all of that all in one. One cool thing that I like is that anytime I can press the volume button while I'm using the app, and there you can see that it's changing my volume on the receiver. Now, one of the things you may find is that it does not have all the functions in here. So if you need to add a specific button to this, all you need to do is go back, and then down here we want to hit Edit Activities. And then we will want to go into that. So we're going to do Watch Blu-ray. And now down here, we have the option to customize the remote. So here I can tap to change. And then here it gives you an option of what buttons on your Harmony remote are available for you to adjust. So here down at the bottom, let's say I want to change the E key. So I'm going to press E, and then here I could assign a name to it. And for this name, we're going to use the Samsung Blu-ray player. And then we are going to assign a command, which here we want to eject the disk. So I'm going to select eject, and then I'm going to hit next, and then next one more time, and we are complete on adding that. So it's going to sync the changes to my remote. Now on my Harmony remote, when I press E, it should eject the Blu-ray player, except I think it's broken. And that is how I remove 4 remotes from my entertainment center and control them all by one device. If you have any further questions about the Harmony Smart Control, let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to see how to connect these devices to your smart assistant, make sure you select the video right here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.